Alright, listen. Boy, you make one cover. What to say?
Hello, Abusia. I am NJ Yamahosepe. Say yetimi about Wakwemu once again with another edition of The Community and the Law. The Community and the Law is a program that comes your way every Saturday afternoon between 4 and 6 p.m. GMT, that is UK time, and across all the time zones on the Zero Line. Now, we're going to have a conversation that would enhance your understanding of what the legal issues are here in the UK, and that's brought to you by courtesy of BWF Solicitors. BWF Solicitors, 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road, no so Seven Sisters, North London. Where you Monday to Friday, free anopa 9:30, ekopim and 6 o'clock. They are our trusted legal partners when it comes to the law. BWF Solicitors. Wase fa unsama hodo ni nyina abra na afei nso so anyone medi enkomo na obete wase ubenya solution to your issues and your concerns and problems. I was for the day bro no a very interesting discussion. What are my rights as a UK consumer when I buy an item online or by phone? Unante shop back in the day, I remember when I had my first mobile phone, I didn't even know that I was going to have my office and everything on it. It was just make a call, respond to a call, and the rest of it. But to say, we do everything online, on phone, on the internet, and the rest. Now, se auto adie, ewo net so, anase ujina phone so na auto adie. Are your rights the same as you would have walked into a shop, pick up the item, send it back home, and if you have any issues with it, you probably can send them back? These are the issues. But apart from that, there's also another concern within the community that BWF Solicitors has addressed, and I'm going to look at that as part of our discussions. And Unti, I'm inviting you and I'm saying, come join me on the program, The Community and the Law. We are live on BWTV, BW Radio, and also live on BWF Solicitors Facebook, YouTube, and all the social media platforms. Unti, tell somebody to tell somebody that we are live. And I welcome you to the program, The Community and the Law. Hello once again. Good afternoon, good morning, or whatever the time is. I say hello to you and welcome to the program, The Community and the Law, the program that brings you the absolute understanding of the legal issues here in the UK and across the globe. It's my duty and, of course, an honor for me to sit in and host the program. BWF Solicitors, and then we're looking at a very interesting topic, and the topic is saying that we're looking at our rights as a UK consumer when it is that you buy an item online or on the phone. When you go to the shop to buy an item, the rights that you have, are they the same as the situation where you buy something on the phone or online? But before we do that, let me say thank you to BWF Solicitors. BWF Solicitors, 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road, no so Seven Sisters, North London. Where you Monday to Friday, free anopa 9:30, ekopim and 6 o'clock. Emremunsem say immigration, say family issues, nationality, and I think so say yenye appeals, any idea amount. when it comes to your immigration issues, BWF Solicitors and Edimo Akotenepa. Intimi Kamfo Amao say, Frewon, Cecilia, 0208 493 7340 0208 493 7340. And also say over the emergency number 077 127 61884 077 127 61884. BWF Solicitors, they are our trusted legal partners when it comes to the law. Sabri Momanfa young BWF Solicitors advert no embra na ifihwa na fi yaba ababeshe. Today we have several things really good to learn. Na the TNS say mepese obeshedi nyina nso na aboawo fa bibo okoto dwemu but ansa na no tie BWF advert.
This is our world. Here we are in our community. There are the laws. There are the regulations. We have BWF Solicitors. BWF Solicitors, experts in all aspects of the law, family law, civil litigation, all immigration and nationality issues, representation in court, marriage and divorce. We pride ourselves to give you excellent legal services and follow through till we get you the right result and decisions. That is our mutual satisfaction. We have a team of excellent qualified solicitors and support team to help you every step of the way. Our senior partner with over 30 years of unbroken service to the community is a member of the Family Law Panel and has advised several lawyers and institutions in many legal matters. He is qualified to practice both in the UK and in Ghana. Come to us. Speak to us. Let us represent you. We are your trusted community partners when it comes to the law. Locate us on the 4th floor of the Anna House, 214 to 218 High Road at Seven Sisters in North London, N15 4NP. Nearest train station, Victoria Line to Seven Sisters Station, exit number 2. We are open for all consultations from Monday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Weekends by appointment only. Call us now on 0208 493 7340 or 077 127 61884. BWF Solicitors, your trusted legal partner.
The Ghana Society UK, in partnership with the National Commission on Culture Ghana, African Knowledge Origins Ghana, Location Accra, and Kentin Goswahima, Her Royal Highness Nana Bina Santua I, supported by the Ghana Union, Association of Installed and Enscaped Traditional Rulers in the UK, Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture Ghana, Ghana Tourism Authority, and the Ghana High Commission UK present the prestigious annual Kente Festival, Kente Fest 2022. Spanning from Thursday, 20th October to Saturday, 26th November 2022. Activities will include African History Exhibition, cultural workshop, Ghana exhibitors exhibiting Ghanaian products from the 12th to the 26th of November 2022 in the Mall Shopping Center, Luton, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily, and culminating in the Grand Royal Kente Gala on Saturday, 26th of November 2022 from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. will be happening live at the plush venue 360, 20 Gibson Lane, Luton, LU1 3JH. Exit Junction 10 on the M1 motorway. Highlights of the night will include Akaba reception and networking, the Kente Heritage Award, the launch of the Batakari, Damshika, and Fugu Festival 2023, honoring the best dressed Kente person, and live performances with the popular Davison Band. Tickets are available at Eventbrite, or there will be limited ones at the door. £30 standard and £50 VIP. Dress to impress in your rich Kente or traditional smart evening wear. You don't want to miss this super cultural event. Kente Fest 2022. Sponsors: Kabaka Foundation, Kabaka Construction and Investment Limited, Databa Group, and TapTapSen. Media partners: BWTV, BW Radio, Tropical FM and TV, and Kantanka Television.
As tradition is, we're going to look at some of the things that we start our discussions with. Now, dedicating a nugget, BWF Solicitors, every Monday morning before noon, what they add to Aja. Now, this week, what we are looking at rules requiring an adult dependent to be brought to live in the UK. And what are the rules? The rules requiring an adult dependent to be brought to live in the UK are that the applicant is required to provide evidence that they require long-term personal care, which must take the form of, first one, independent medical evidence that the applicant's physical or mental condition means that they cannot perform everyday tasks. And two, this must be from a doctor or other health professional. In addition, evidence relating to the available care should be from a central or local health authority, a local authority, or a doctor or other health professional. Appendix FM, which is set out in the immigration rules. As I may slow down, if you were reading along with me, you might be asking the question, now, apart from the two conditions, the evidence should be from, or say, a central or local health authority, a local authority, or a doctor or other health professional. So then you ask yourself the question, or if I have one, it's okay. Or I should have 1, 2, or 3 together, or 1 or 2, or 1 in addition to 2, or 1 in addition to 3. All these things are questions I may yes sure say opese ubisa. I don't think me quick introduction no enye nafi memfa and call yen lawyer Albabe boy and nano. I don't think Ensha Siena main country say ene nyame kwana me wojumedi so mene lawyer Charles Asma, who is a lawyer from BWF Solicitors na one yen baba bidi and come lawyer Charles Asma Eunice the be alba say the idea mekanum so or chair and to say the teacher ni chair and pepe and ti mo me mano akwaba na yen fa yen come no and lawyer. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Rakoku.
Na pacha po mo good. I love that. Anyway, thank you very much. That's brought to you by courtesy of Bolex Designs. And well, I'll give him the details. I think that's also there. But and then there were several questions to ask. One of the questions will be about our rights as consumers here in the UK. But apart from that, the nuggets are more every, and there's a little me person can betray nuggets no is showing say obi epese or the adult dependent eba UK no babetana. There are certain conditions that must be met, and there are certain evidence is being maybe idea. You lawyers, your and or and you be shima also you're careful because I'm here not one could I see. But you don't remember this is in front of us. What do we do?
That's a brave answer na yebechia etie for ne ahwefo no we go into the nugget. The nugget is a classroom and a start activity which will take you into the mainstream.
That's right.
Now Emrano egumu ahodo bebre na under the provision for family migration one area no family migration to do with adult dependents. Na yekese obi adult dependents and just nimpa no adult 18 plus. Nimpa no will depend on one way application amano no our sponsor no. more or less, and yawa nipa no entumi survival.
Okay.
This has nothing to do with EU. This is purely immigration rules to do with British applications. EU applications na yana straightforward and simple.
Okay.
Now, sa nipa we could be say we your mommy, and that's a one tibia when our sheno, and that's a baby when our sheno. But sa nipa no a adult. And you can say adult, of course, 18 years and above. But most of the time, you know, so you obia nymphe no akwe nimbebre. And it's more of a very high threshold application.
Okay.
And you're straightforward. And you kind of Mrano ne all kind of say, ubetumi this signing pay abe UK man abet na wonchen na wahye. However, there are certain things as I say utumi enya na wo de to akwemu. Now, signing pay we you know, and yes sir, when na wo hye no nti obetumi asori na wagasa me ne wo ba abet na. Obetumi atena baby or no. The question is, identity na akwabese or no emetna. Mrane says, signing power, you know, as I said, Nemfeso no akronym.
Okay.
The more of common sense approach, you know, 60 plus, 70, 80, you know, not just say, and what they know akufum because of age.
Okay.
And the age is relevant. Even though I say adults, you know, we are looking at high level adults, not low level adults,
okay.
Adulthood. And or say sa nimpa way is so depending on wo for the day-to-day needs.
Okay.
Day-to-day needs no you're saying. Day-to-day needs no say ni didiemu, na tarishemu, ni mobility. So ni oba nanti ni adie internet say obi a we do sa pempenso a ohia obi foforo for day-to-day tasks. So not just so you obi oyare.
Okay.
So it's not just about the age, also health. Into nipa health, in addition to the age, you know, are such that the person is not able to carry out day-to-day activities.
Day-to-day activities. Obedware. Obeye onwa na duane. Obesisi ne ho. Obedidi. Obesisi ne fie. Se nipa no entimi nye sa activities na, then it means that nipa no ebetimi a qualify say you didn't remember as an adult dependent.
This is an independent to me, yes, idea no. It's not just about qualifying, not just an independent uhia obi. Uhia emwa.
Okay.
So that's the big association is so independent uhia emwa because of the age. And then the medical condition, that's a health implication, health situation. Or woman. And those things have become impairment to the point that the person is not able to perform daily activities are ordinarily no you be expect say obe performing edi kind na didie mu so bi kra na oboa no mani didi ese so bi kra na okai ne say time aso ese say wodidi ese say impo ne medication no so bi na okai ne say braso fa weduro dodo okro be fa no ese so bi na osese na church no de ma no na che say hunamu no nyoma enkoyie.
Okay.
The signing panel on one cassa entumi entna senior na kaneno otumi eden eye no. Enti ne ewom so ye mobility senior obekọ ne obeba. Krom ha ka beka signing panel obi kura no obedin besi which no ordinary call round for sightseeing ne for nyoma bi obehu wo krom for to na pom din kura no akonenim. Ne sa nyimpa we no why no provide ade we. Nti di kan no or say wow nyimpa ni depending on wo no a we sponsor no a wo UK or memu no. E say we prove say sa nyimpa we no ohia sa nyoma we.
Okay.
Na sa nyoma we no we make arrangement say e be available amano e wo bebi owo no. We di nyoma egu akwemu a onya sa ade no. Say bia wa per carers amano. And that's a wape maid be amano. And that's a wape baby or tia obenya sa akwenya no. It is some family members and that's all you be full depending on the circumstance. Medication, how long has the person been on the medication? What are the diagnoses?
Okay.
It's not a matter of meyari medically no. Then evidence doctors have been for a long while. Just an impa no the situation no cry no deteriorate because even though support no is not adequate.
Okay.
Say
more say evidence is the name of the game, and nuggets no ema yehunu say two pieces of categories are they qualify no. Oh yeah, I will say winya BB from local authority medical person any idea. My no why any bit me amma me the permission say me to me akofa me adult dependent depending on sa conditions here you can want me in the day-to-day activities.
Yo, intuition, there are two parts to the test. The first part me a no you who board no so no. I say independent medical evidence. What is independent? Just say and yes sir obi na all ye dia boa kana na bi just to get through the process.
Okay.
But a genuine and objective assessment are verifiable. Internet just say nipa no so a health professional.
Okay.
Obi into me and compromise no.
Okay.
Number one, independent medical evidence. Confirming the applicant's physical or mental condition, meaning that they cannot perform everyday tasks. How long am I what sort of medication it is, condition it is, medication ben or also quite ben soon as medical issue no affecting no abrabo. The day-to-day activities not so performing the DDA mu, the jari mu, the 90 mu, the casta mu, the BBA mu. Empo, then you go to the B no, or say this must be from, that's the source. From that independent medical evidence, you know, where does it come from? It must be from doctor or health professional.
Okay.
Apart from say doctor no, we can also have other health professionals. Other health professionals, which may be a nurse, which may be an occupational health therapist, which may be a psychotherapist, which may be somebody who is giving the physiology. Sa inyama no a ekeka ho ebo nimpa na abrabom na ho odimu na ade no, because the doctors work hand in hand with these paramedics and now say health professionals.
And the lawyer say minya evidence na say minya support document no every doctor ho eye minya free any paramedical or support health professional na eye minya free local authority ho eye and now say we say minya in a combination.
I'm running say all. And just say central or local health authority. Enti obi omo a bia ote Accra yare no kolebu eno mu treat no. Enti central health authority na wo kolebu no medical record no when e be fear den ebeba. Obi omo oni ahoden a ode be kolebu enti okọ polyclinic na e wo ni local area no. Eho na obenya evidence na den e free. Or say doctor or other health professional, as long as say we mean saying when you emu baako no a support this situation is valid. Because I'm trying to say this, that, or that. Okay, one of them. Obviously now they are talking about the same thing. Now sometimes we have what we call corroborative evidence. Doctor or medical aspect, you know. But doctor so make a referral to occupational health therapist be health therapy, not occupational health, but health therapist. Say be a yen share in impano ne kasa emu. Say nia be a kasa onti and I say ne kasa no obre. No make doctor make a referral to somebody to assist. And impano so beboa with the report. It be a social service abem. Omo report ebeboa. Ebi a clinic no okoye no crofo ho a omoboa assessment no ene so ebeboa. Ebi okọ physio. Nti physio for no so omode ebeboa. So we can put all together, then we have corroborative evidence. But it's not just the evidence no ene here. The here say yes, evidence no say nimpa no ontumi yes nyoma no ema no ho. But you have done everything you need to do in terms of sikafemu, in terms of support I will provide, providing now, we're providing na ewo omanya owomunumu enso enye ejuma enye yi. That means you've done your best of endeavors. You've done everything you need to do, but enye ejuma. That means wo na physically SSL we are available. Nti say kodum pempen so a wo na say we are physically available na won so wuntumi nkwatena ho dia then mmra no allow you say and if nipa no be bra wo nchen baby a wo no so that would you any aye den akono no ho.
Okay.
Then in that case you have to show say nia onya no wo ho no and I say inadequate support na ho no you have it in place oba obenya. So it's not just a matter of balance.
So whoever is going to invite the adult dependent, would have to make preparation, any arrangements.
Exactly.
One, say a year mobility assistance. I was say wo fear. Say a bed, almost special bed here. They left two or money idea. No, say obetene fear. I was say wo. And you should have room big enough for all those. Would these be enough to support you?
Exactly, because you have to show what you've done. But more of different than not, you may have to make arrangement with care home. Mind you, especially Ghana, say you need care homes. So it may even be a good argument, say you would have even wished for your mom or dad or that adult dependent to be in a care home. But that facility is not available. Nkrofo na okofa won ema mo be fie be hwe no omo so omo ntumi anti omo anim enhwe ne yie. Doctors actually say so when you anko no ho a na ebeba no ebeye worse. Meanwhile, even though you have the money, you cannot get that support locally at home. So intimate have done arrangement with the local authority or the care home. So mo buy me maami ana sabe papa no ba ho na ye ne beko awon be hwe no me so I will be available 24/7 to help nimpa way rather than traveling to the country all the time. I may jumani bribi nti ema me kwan no. But the question is say are there people there
who can do the same for
who can do the same thing? If there are people there, then it becomes very, very hard to prove say.
Obetumi
instead of say
okay. Now, Obi Daniela at the comment be about we can find it on the page and we'll put it on the screen for us our use as well. Or say dwumadi in common no come up and more information. But the Obi son say Obi a oye adwuma flexible hours. Na fe oda universal credit so. Let's waje aban sika. Obusuani a what her situation mu watimi approve say Obi antime nhwe no but also de no eba. But Najuma and Noso, Nisika, Abai, Ekra, and Sonoso, Emma, Otime at the survivor. Sani Panobiti Akofa, such a relative there by now.
Yeah, that's a good point. You see, one other thing, financial resources available. As a Okofa, Obi Abba, even apart from the fact that Nipanayarea, Obeshanono, there's also threshold for even normal maintenance. Says that we prove say financially, and we Juma X amount. And also says so we jumana we no sika no emu enye dura umeti maintenance threshold for obi a order aban emoa eso a week. But what you know is not just about food and drink. It's about care for an adult dependent. Already you are spending money there, but what you are saying is that oba emwano emubeye quality of it and adequacy of it.
Okay.
So how do you then prove it say already you are doing it, but you want the person to be here, and yet it's not enough. It could do one, it will be difficult to say, now you have in place arrangement money-wise to care for this adult dependent.
Okay.
In terms of finance, it's very important because care home no free.
Okay.
Any other support systems now will be here, man. Na wontumi so nkasa wodne ba na abaye aban burden. So you have to prove adwuma we ye nti bia woni wukunu na ti na munyina mu ye adwuma betumi account to put together ba say yanko ane woni wo ma na ti na aban na eboa mu a se ne animpa kan universal credit there. Na che say wo aban boa no how can you help an adult dependent? Na just automatically no
or the burden
on the state.
Okay. Abusafo say afi and we join the community and the law and was way. Lawyer Charles Asma is our guest and the program is brought to you courtesy BWF Solicitors our 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road no so our 7 Sisters. Go to them, speak to them and you get the best of legal advice and support. BWF Solicitors trusted partners when it comes to the law. By via courtesy, we have looked at bringing your adult dependent relative to live with you in the UK. Recently, you might have noticed there was this video that went viral for purposes of copyright and data protection. Immediately we put the video on, the sound is taking off and the stream is taking off. Video now, but you might have seen it. Yeah, maybe when you let us know, we can send it via our WhatsApp platform. There was this family, this lady that had 2 children. Now, single parents, so to speak. Na the situation no ekoye se na ontimi ntua ne dan ka efira ade akoma ayeye empanimfo se yemra emetu no emfiri ho ye ba ye no se ne etitia no even nipa oba betu no bailiff no ba ye no kra no hu oba ne mobo ema no sika kakra se on fan survive then on seek for help. It got to a point that there was nothing they could do. In a situation like that, what should the person do? How should the person go about it? Where should the person go for help? Yeah, Kai said, senior partner of BWF Solicitors, Uncle Ben, for 2 weeks running. Last week when we didn't have our live program, he was on and we played that back. Today, I'm going to give you a playback of his answer. The answer and, of course, the solution to the problem, so that when you find yourself in that situation, you know what to do, you know where to go, and know how to go about it. And it's all brought to you on the program, The Community and the Law, courtesy BWF Solicitors. Watch this.
Today, we'll look at the support available to migrants in the UK, those who have limited leave to remain, and those who are undocumented. Today's topic has been informed by the distressing video that went around on social media of a Ghanaian mother and her 2 children who had been evicted from their long-term accommodation because she couldn't afford the rent. Within the body of law, the Parliament has ensured that a child who is in need is provided for, and this will cover any child within the locality of the local authority and his or her family. The law recognizes that there will be children in need, and the law defines a child in need as a child whose life may be stunted by lack of basic amenities like accommodation or resource to provide food and clothing. Parents of such children must ensure that they immediately contact a local authority social services for children and families. I must emphasize again that the appropriate department of the local authority to provide support under the Children Act is the Social Services, Children and Families, and not the Housing Department. It may be that a parent has limited leave to remain but does not have the means to rent a decent place, or because of their child, although they have the right to work, they are unable to work full-time. Again, it may be that this person has made an application to the Home Office and they are waiting for a decision and therefore are not allowed to work. Any parent or family that falls within the category of persons that I've highlighted can make an application to the local authority for support. Within the law, there are excluded class of migrants who are not allowed to make or acceptable to make this application. Within Schedule 3 of the law, these are people who have overstayed their visa, people who are illegal entrant or illegal migrants, and failed asylum seekers. However, the law also accepts that if any person falls within the above class of persons that I've mentioned, they can still claim support if they have made a human rights application. A human rights application is any application made within Appendix FM of the Home Office rules as a parent or as a spouse or as an individual who has a private or family life. The law does not allow the local authority to assess the benefits or the prospects of this application. Who makes this assessment? The local authority where the child is located. It may be where he attends or she attends school or where she lives. And what must the local authority do once they've been approached or they've received an application from a parent who has a child in need? The law says that the local authority must perform an assessment, and the assessment must be comprehensive and must cover the lifestyle, including the income, work, living condition, school locality, distance to school, and the environment. I say environment because in certain instances you may have parents who have accommodation, but the accommodation may not be suitable because it's either overcrowded or far away from where the child attends school. Such a parent will also fall within the class of people who may raise the in-need child application. Once the local authority has accepted your application, they will have to commence an assessment. The assessment is required to be done within 5 to 40 days. However, as this will take a while for the assessment to be concluded, you can also ask for emergency support. Within the law, emergency support will cover situations where the local authority is still considering your application. The support may be a day's accommodation in a hotel or bed and breakfast, or it may be a week's accommodation with the necessary support so that you can buy food and whatever the child requires for the child to thrive in your care. It is important that you cooperate with the local authority. Case law has stated that instances where the local authority has found that you are either withholding information or not providing the necessary documents to support your application, or if you are unable to explain how you've whittled away substantial savings in your bank account without explanation, then the local authority may conclude that you've withheld information from them and they will not be able to give you a positive decision. The local authority also has a continuing ongoing duty to reassess you anytime your condition changes. Parents who have leave to remain but do not have recourse to public funds, you know that you can apply for the no recourse to public funds to be lifted. Whilst you're making that application and waiting for the decision, you can also ask the local authority in the interim to support you within Section 17 of the Children Act. So as we began, we should not find any parent with a child in need like we saw in that video, going through the distressing situation that this lady went through. The law is there. There are also resources that can help you to make this application. You can go online and download the resource materials at Project 17. Project 17 is a charity that supports parents with children in need who are waiting for an assessment or are likely to qualify for support under Section 17. Again, the government is providing support to all UK nationals and any person who find themselves in the UK. Whether you have settlement or not, you may qualify for government support, including support for energy cost, transportation, support to find work, and support with your accommodation. It is important that we do not allow ourselves to go through such distressing situations. It is not good for the children, especially where there are provisions within the law. In any event, if you still want advice or support to assess government support under the Children Act, do not hesitate to contact us on any of the numbers that is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Thank you, and I hope this will help another parent. Let's help each other and continue to show the love and care in the community. Have a good
Okay, Abusia, that was very, very informative. That was very useful, and that was something I think everybody should have. This video will be available online on all the social media platforms for BWF Solicitors and BWTV, BW Communications, BW Radio. You can download it, keep it, and make sure that you share it with people who will be in need of that. Now, I'm coming back to our topic for today, and the American show that NSA, Ian resource person, free BWF Solicitors, a lawyer Charles Asma. Now, and the question, Mede Emma Eno NSA, what are my rights as a UK consumer when I buy an item online or by phone? Now, look at this scenario. Several years back, now what idea? You went straight to the shop or went to the market and bought the item. Now, most of the supermarkets, most of the shops, most of the item selling units, etimi control say adiano or the qua or the right to say after 14 days ubitimi assign ediaba. Physically, I went to the shop and I bought. My rights were enshrined in there. Sometimes even there was a point I even realized that you can go to a supermarket and bargain for a price. The price that is indicated on the shelf is indicative. And to me, I argue say Yema will enter so mal because you see council. I remember just a few days ago, I went into a food shop and I had £9.10. Na me kuta £8. Na papa ni biza mse usika yese me kuta £8 so se fabra. I was like, but you have advertised that this is it. Okay, those are some of a few rights there. But now I have my mobile phone in my hand and it does almost everything. From my office, the front end of my office to the back end of my office, I buy things, I go on the internet on it, I do all my things, negotiations here and there, write my text, several things, record videos, playback, can even stream something from my mobile phone or online on the computer. There are several shops online, eBay, the Amazons, the groupies, and all the ones. These are virtual shops. We don't physically see them, but we still buy items and they come. I pick up the phone and I call a provider. Many panel aton service at the amami. Say, BB echo wrong with any of the services I've bought or the items I've bought. Is it the same thing as I would have gone to the shop to do or what? Even our rights with the physical things and the physical shops, what are they? These are things I would want us to really, really, really take note of. And for that reason, I have nowhere else to go than to go to the lawyers to ask what the rights are, and especially in this day and age, especially post-COVID, when everything is almost done online. Lawyer Asma, thank you very much. My problem is super. But with you, I know I'm well covered. Consumer rights. So me call physical shop na me kotoa. What are some of the rights I enjoy as a consumer, especially here in the UK?
Yo, me that's bebre. If I can we switch here, ETF4 ne ahwefo, and then me da ewie yaba wofie yaba bibia with the message, the community and the law. And you share our rights as consumers, especially in the UK, because every country, every jurisdiction has its own laws that protect consumers.
Right.
And today we are limiting our conversation to UK. And if you are a consumer in the UK, this is relevant. Now, who is a consumer? A consumer is the one who actually uses the product or the service.
Okay.
And you may be a buyer, but not necessarily the consumer. To be now they are be. So we have different consumers. Today we are looking at individual consumers, not business consumers. So we are not dealing with B2B, but we are dealing with B2C.
Business to a
businesses
consumer.
and individual consumers.
Okay.
Because B2B, the law places them the same level. And insurances cover you. But about business and consumer, individual consumers, we as consumers, we are limited and vulnerable. So where does the law protect us? So we are looking at consumer protection. Now, Emra Bibrina Ewoho, main one a Consumer Rights Act 2015. We're also looking at the Sale of Goods and Supply of Services Act 1982. We are also looking at consumer protection with respect to distance selling regulations 2000. And the word consumer protection distance selling. And distance selling and on, especially buying on the phone, buying online. These days, phones, computers, now what to come with your one year a barefoot way of selling. But let me point out, Bakubina would buy as part of your starter, no say, or shop. And I would mean a seller no equity negotiation. Even though the price is listed on the product, you were able to negotiate to your benefit.
That's right.
Why? The reason is simple. You see, there is contract to sell ends at the point where seller no obe accept say or ton amount.
Okay.
Until so obe accept say or ton amount a obeji usika no, there is no contract to sell.
Okay.
Now, we call shop no advert nyama no bebre e wo ho meboa. Wo pe na wa kwhwe ebi mo kra kwhwe o mo eni so na o mo ko. Obi kwhwe ne wane
Window shopping.
Window shopping.
Ebi kra e therapy.
Of course, it means to try pictures now, dear. For a but the point in the sense, we call share display no, the display of the item with the prices. In law, in contract law, we call it invitation to treat. It's invitation, as seller no ayama on say bra, never should be not to be. Ufa adie no a, which means sawadwin at any time, provided say when vimpi.
Okay.
Which means a sawadwin. With the PDA, the question is, I don't know with the PA na wuntiaka. Into kwatil honwa. With the manwa, or no crab to make a main tomao. And I say it's out of stock. Wouldn't you mean say, no me afuka abasami beto, adie we display, I don't know when fee display ho. Me na me toma dear, there's no contract, you can't force me. And the moment obeji item no, or the item no be mao, na waju sika no. There is contract.
Okay.
And so we need to mean bargaining. No, say okay, you she meti so amount, number the amount, £8 whatever or 80p. Let's just say we didn't in that sense. Yajatum. But the point in it said there's no contract until the seller has accepted your offer to buy. Your offer to buy is when you pick the item, you give it to the seller. Na seller no aju usika. Say me ton amount. Until the moment oba accept it, usika no the item no no, there is contract.
Okay.
And you face to face no you call your shop no. We have our right to change our mind.
Okay.
After we have purchased the item. What if you buy online and I said on the phone?
On the phone.
The same procedure or process. Now you're right no egumu ahodo bebre.
Okay.
We have the right to cancel the order. What you can cancel it. Nti sa wo to ade a wo say your ma receipt a wo shop near ma receipt a wo say atro so you can return it or you can return it. That means you've cancelled, you've changed your mind. You can return it within 28 days. Now what they are back now abeju sika and that's a replacement. Ubi Bakatro say you can only replace, you cannot return for the money. So they have to make it obvious.
Ebinum kra and saying within the envelope no more at the end buy and na label ebo ho say we return at the end for we bo envelope no echi ne fabrian near my address also returning so at the end edeko. Is it something within the rights?
Well, that's convenience for them.
Okay.
And obviously you have to be human enough to support or to help with that process. No Americans say be a will return here for us to be able to trace and track away a return product, fakwa hase.
Okay.
Into your amount you cry no, then the postage will be free. Now we post to Akomawo. Come on. Either way, we post to and that's how we deliver. It's the who deliver, most who deliver. Fabra has say, "Mammy, even though they are asking for it, I don't think it's extra ask. It's something we can be flexible to assist. Even though maybe anywhere just say, Omakasa Fabra has say a whole party, and that's what you call. But you have to take it somewhere. Into so much rawa. But now can say you have the right to cancel the product. Now you may be bringing your turn online. Your turn online it will say as I say clear. Within the law no your display product it is saying for you na wa share say oh we look nice. Sometimes the way you look a bar na different. Because pictures are different from realities. Enti emrano ene say nipa na oton ade na so display ade no oka emfaso a ewo ade no eho with respect to quality and so many other things are nyoma no and that's the product no betumi aye aboa wo ndi say ade ne ba na enye sania wuhu no and that's omoka no sa na tie dia
okay,
then it is not fit for purpose. It might also be not fit for purpose in terms of size, in terms of shape, in terms of color, in terms of quality. In this oceana and yania say etieno dia, then it is not fit for your purpose. You can return it.
Okay.
And get your money.
So could there be a situation where the seller would state in the small print, say sometimes we'll say product and I don't even know why they put that in that small print, but those are where the conditions and the terms of agreement are. Could they have stated clearly, say, this item is not refundable? In that case, your rights are kind of cancelled one way or the other.
There are certain items that are generally not refundable. It is especially, and that is purely based on health and safety grounds. A bit to say Johnny in row. Kote Johnny now won't pen now sign the qua. It is on a balance of probability in high say in one way or the other, potential for contamination is high. So I tell you, untimin sign found call. Tina most of the time you take Johnny yemfa enko back. Na indru inso sa.
Okay.
Depend on a draw chrono etieno and also no to return a drone and so again health and safety because how much they will have to repackage and sell it. They do more money call for baby maybe for charity work. But either way, no be use mana ye. It say ye journey. How do we guarantee say a day way? Until journey no again on my catchers and make sure that the label, the seal is not broken.
Okay.
The moment the seal is broken,
then you can't return.
So we'll be breaking now.
Answer say I didn't hear wrong or not saying yeah.
So that those are the limitations. It say ye journey in Drua. Once the seal is broken, it's difficult. If you can the seal in and break here, what is the chance say nimpano? Okay. Everything is possible. So the risk factor into a journey and drew and yet highly possible so to me but we are looking at other things.
Okay. So generally, if I would ask, say, my rights as semi shop physically am I right as going to a virtual shop, say be a meter online or by phone, are the rights the same? Would I enjoy the same set of rights because I'm buying a product, probably from the same shop? For instance, for purposes of in Komwe, Mako Tesco. Tesco sells online as well. Into Mato online, say and deliver mommy. Say me call shop no more. Me rights and they deliver mommy with you know pay.
Yo, and say what on online and that's on the phone. They the brewa. In terms of cancellation, you have 14 days within which to cancel. Now, seller no as I say, oya no clear. Senior boss no say cooling off period no 14 days. Cooling off and say you have 14 days ubesisa wadwen. Na wa cancel order no. So one cancel order no dia and there after 14 days no we assume say wato. As I say the braille.
Okay.
Now, what if say seller no wa mboso sa antreo. So 14 days no as I say we yen sa. And then the wider framework of the law say you have within 1 year to cancel it because one explicit to me iron within 14 days.
Okay.
Internet just say your right to protection are high. So this okataswa then the protection for you as a consumer no are high. But so one katasu no be so say 14 days no you can cancel and I say you can change your mind there. Then you have to do it within 14 days no. Into canceller, obviously you bought online. To be call no cancel online. Say phone so ube friend no cancel. The reason is say distance selling no we say online. In your man of display no online, say you no.
Maybe different.
You may even be color blind. Everybody know is different. Just yeah me hunu fe. I say wa call restaurant. Say na pictures no menu no ti wo photo no mu no. Say aduane we dey be kama. You be see when you say, hey, photo you need they are far different. But so we turn online, all those issues are there. If you cry now, only in Panaka phone, so now all can one thing ye. Until what you have the right to say, okay, only baby, my sister Madrid. Within 14 days, your rights are maintained. Okay. You also have the right to refund. Refund and say, why cancel no as I say do with sika then MAO. It will be one back say refund subject to administrative and other charges. And no a idea waja to mudia and I say once I then your refund will be given after those deductions have been made. Especially buying airline ticket in idea. Airline ticket in be crowd home now your country said this one is not subject to refund once you cancel. Into when I will share say, will this be okay for me or not?
So we related to only goods and answer it covers services as well. I'm asking this question, for instance, Sebia, I booked a seminar to attend. And for some reason, I didn't find the objective of it, the seminar, not say, say road regulations and now say traffic regulations. But then the teacher was telling me something else online. Do those rights have the protection we are talking about?
Once so the service, so Emrano also covers services. Distance selling can be Sawato product or service. There's a service, sometimes we have a lot of other protection support for the consumer. And that service, we are not extending the conversation to cover digital streaming and other service. Turn online, but let's deal with general services, which is a airline ticket, and that's a train ticket, and that's a seminar, such services. Now, say I don't know you've seen the item, you've ordered or bought it. You have a certain period within which to change your mind. Sometimes, depending on the type of service, there will be specific conditions attached. Until when I share those conditions, Because each one, no condition will also determine the price associated with it. So we have the standard 14 days, but there may be peculiarities to do with SaaS service, no, and I say product na water no. Senior working a seminar na ubuku ye. Then almost started say a deliver seminar no to you no. And when I uhu say was a sandwich and I say if already attended the seminar or you have started getting whatever you've bought or asked for, let's just say at this stage, you know, if you change your mind, what do you get? You get everything back. You are not cancelling, are you?
No.
Because who cancel, so we cancel before, so we start here at the end. 14 days standard, and now say time no as part of the conditions of the sales now or agreement no. So now when you say what you best send you contract by email, and that's a contract you remember with phone so who read here. And one no who say, is this what I actually wanted? And one some person was saying as a say to me say
Okay.
Even though a seminar na what on online, there is also right to change your mind, which is the cancellation,
Okay.
within that cooling off period, I 14-day standard. And now say near one kasa akan ewo ade no emuno. Yentia ya no specify the cooling off period apart from standard 14 they say depending on the excuse me the item they may have to plan, make preparations and put things in place. She says seminar say it might be say some compare resource persons now there. So if they've done all that before you cancel, then it will also go against them.
Okay.
In this case, you have to go by the standard conditions now a war sales now or more aton amawono. Adena we buku and as a watono. But we are looking at the general condition of 14 days. In that case, you have 14 days to change your mind.
Right.
What's the Sawadjia? They have to give you full refund unless there are specific conditions attached to admin processes. Now, we're also looking at refund. Refund and cancellation are linked, but they are two different things.
Okay.
Once you cancel the item, you either get replacement, the order either get replacement or money back.
Money back. Okay.
The money back is the refund. The question is, how much refund do you get? You get full refund unless there are specifics or specific conditions attached to that sale.
Okay. Then finally, let me ask, sir, if a seller puts a product online, and also will be to me, well, obviously, we'll be on the internet, so, and some offer phone, so we'll free, so we'll better. Emrano eshe say also what the conditions are at the ma, so they don't fall foul of the law.
You Emrano eshe say, of course, a sales, so there will be conditions. Remember your contract. Now, Emrano so eshe say conditions will not be too disadvantageous to the individual consumer auto adieno compared to seller no or ahoden etching consumer no.
Okay.
Until we have what we call onerous terms.
Right.
If the terms are so complicated and difficult for the buyer or the consumer no dear, then Imrano shese untumi en use sa onerous terms no.
Okay.
Until when as I say ekoba say BBAC na when seller no etching. The question is, because I gave you the conditions, the terms of sale. When I also say, yes, you gave me the terms of sale, but it appears that these terms of sale are favorable to you. If you are limited on liability near there. Inti Emrano Beshe largely says, limitations and conditions now is it favorable to the buyer or favorable to the seller?
Okay.
And as a way, individual seller or consumer dear, a buyer or consumer dear, then you can stretch it to see, say, these terms were onerous and therefore not in your favor.
Okay.
But we are looking at general conditions across board. I am Rano a cover. The product must be fit for purpose. In this na enye senior wo share wo expect say eti dia ubetumi e dia call back wasesa wadwen na wo dia call back. Again we are looking at delivery.
Okay.
Ibia ya ka say your ton ade na mo ye be deliver no time way. And you be deliver no this method. Delivery no your default delivery. Default delivery no normally within 13 days 30 days no as I say deliver item no edema unless there are agreements or there's an agreement between owner seller no say ebeye another time or earlier time because obi o ma no hia ade no entem and so we hia ade no later yes ade within 30 days we expect say nimpa no be deliver ade no obi so ma o deliver ade no a enye ono an obi deliver ade na ma o these days no be brain no deliver through third party I from courier services delivery agents in this delivery agent for no so mo deliver ade no a is it omo no mo deliver and accept seller no we deliver ade no so who issue with the delivery now are you going to confront nipa no be deliver no and I said no.
And also, what do you do?
It's the seller.
Okay.
Seller no obe deliver.
So it's the responsibility of the seller.
To deliver.
And the man be do not the intermediary no.
So the asmano. A messenger may not have the responsibility to bear the risk of non-delivery. To one of say okay, that is why most of the time ko basa nessa we sanka you invite the seller into the issue say ade no mensanka then they will deal with nipa no partner no and also agent no.
Okay. All right.
So that is one thing as I say no and so we have delivery rights and default delivery. Delivery right is that you have the right for the product to be delivered to you by the seller, not by the third party. But so third party no smart seller no man their brewa. You can't say I don't want this third party to bring the product. What do you say when saka? But say man fam brew no me the call baby for there. Then you tell the seller say you did not deliver.
And then they bear the responsibility. So be making sure say when saka product na with you.
Place no ya agree say omo de beba no.
Okay.
Enti say obi a ade no ye de aba. E buy no ni fie ye de call. You tell the fine. Obviously, they will tell you when they are coming to deliver the product. So you have to be available to take it. Then, if it is returned, you have to make an arrangement for it to be re-delivered. As to how it is re-delivered or delivered, it is not your problem. The seller will know how to deliver. Ono be who say, "Quite way in the so deliver." But Samadia, then you can pick up with them. Say your right has been breached in a way. Say you didn't deliver the product. Then we also have the default delivery. Any 30 days delivery, no. If you want it earlier than 30 days, there should be arrangement.
Okay.
If you want it later than 30 days, there should be arrangement. So unless there is arrangement in place to alter the default delivery, no, the default delivery is 30 days.
Okay.
So that is one thing, as I say, no. And so now we're also looking at second-hand product. And say, Obioma, or ye cotton beton.
Okay.
Sometimes we show you a price, so no, say, oh, 30 quid.
Used phone.
You can buy it. A used phone because you're the main seller. So a private seller, our second-hand product, and I say used product, you have to be careful. Because the protection will not extend to that individual or shine a corner or deal on any second hand in your man. It has to be, but Nipani should be a retailer. So a retailer there, and the protection will extend to that retailer. And the question is it advisable to buy from Crawford or Mujenjina? It is your level of risk appetite that will determine.
Say, who's radia? Mekai say tetinumu hono unyeja kwano ho ne ade a obi so me laptop a bag mu udi na chigo kwa koduru na ade laptop na ma go bi so na cement block.
Why na go bi sano?
Why na go bi sano?
Exactly. Are you protected under the law?
No.
But does the law even know sir nipa way auto cement as laptop. So it has to be a genuine seller retailer.
Especially when we're buying online.
Even when we are buying, yeah, of course. But if you are buying online, how do you even know say we're a genuine seller? Because there are a lot of websites and other things. But again, as long as say nipa no aye ne ase say anyway, say bibi kosia, you can then make a request for investigation into that adena nipa no aye no. If you man what insurance online, ubeko na insurance no enye papa, and say nkrofo nkrofo ni wodiem. Advice that we have say when you are buying, I did not when you're sure about say a genuine and saying a genuine, use credit card. Because in that case you are protected under section 75.
Okay. Of the consumer
of the Consumer Rights Act, because a hono, so we use credit card a credit card company or bob we see an asu di say we sabe kan adena water. So when some can adena water ne dia and we see kana ayira they have to go and take it and replace it for themselves because you are not going to pay the credit card cost.
Well, the rights of a consumer and what are my rights as a UK consumer when I buy an item online and now say me talk on the phone? Lawyer Charles Asma, BWF Solicitors, so and only a san common watch and so be but me say you may have some questions or concerns. Daniela Che say and you may be a with me at the ACO. So what are pants and briefs for both kids and the old? Those ones are not refundable. That's what Daniela says. Ezekiel Johnson, Yama thank you very much. Anthony Ganza, Margaret Dumensa, any more online. Wumpini Adam says, if you choose this firm as your legal advisor, then you are blessed. They are outstanding when it comes to the law and its implementation. Also, with me, I send a question concern at the top platform, and also you will pick the amount. And I say, we're sending us text or WhatsApp at the Abraya 07950 422 780 07950 422-780. And I also say obefre ebra yebe activity lines no. Lawyer Ewaha, very soon I will be introducing my co-presenter na Manyete Ewaso. But before then, lawyer, then I'll also answer.
Yes, let me comment on point na union raises
Daniela.
pants and briefs may not be returnable.
Returnable,
So
I think that's where they are.
May not be returnable. Remember earlier when I mentioned, say, save for health and safety grounds, you can return everything. Pants and briefs, especially, the way you sue. So there should be a caveat to that. Because the matter again, let me use here. Now, a word, any packaging, when I say, buy no kind of master some margin, me share here, dear. Why are you saying so I can't return? But so what call shop ho? Now a idea briefs are one way who displayed there what now when you say a idea will call alcohol use now we could do fee now with the bad year. Some of the shops will not allow based on health and safety.
Okay.
But you have bought this online. Now you deliver a brew fee. And now on the condition to was say you can return it insofar as the label or the seal is not broken. Can I return it? Yes. Because the beer I do you know oh, I didn't cry me baby. I don't even really need this one. But so be able pay. I'm assuming say where you sue the account. But even that you can stretch the conversation to say this yes. But try because I didn't have opportunity to try it on. I was shop. Because Crawford shop where I try those briefs, maybe just maybe. Or no, I doubt if they do, but maybe. So I'm try honest or no how can they confirm say we obey you into a baby for? But if that is the case, dear, then let's stretch this same argument further and say me could try a shop. Now me miss some margin before I come out there. And yes, so who post to bring me because I ordered online or on the phone now with the bring me because I saw the display and I say for you now with the bring me now pay more. Can I change my mind? Yes. Provided conditions ewo ho say this and that, they are not returnable.
Okay.
Some of them will say if you return, you won't get your money back, but you get replacement. So there's also right for replacement of the item, where refund is not possible.
Okay. Yeah. To me, Afraying 0739920848. 0739920848. My colleague Na Manyatain is online and will be on. Now, Manyatain a English language for IELTS and those qualifications you need and passes you need for your immigration applications. Now, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Oreku.
Apome.
I don't want to cry on your shame, but I'm here, fan. I'm on soy.
Yamiadum, Yansu Yahoya Pa, our shyness Adam.
Oh, me that's it.
Yeah, no me boss say utre adie wo aye English ene ho enka ho. But obetimi be wo service na ni so kakra kire.
Yo, me ni abema me that's it. Ni di kan me chia lawyer Asma Sir Charles Pacho, me ma good afternoon.
But you also professor of English.
There you English I mean no tea and more share never.
Oh, okay. And there be a tea number because nkofo pe English acquire omo migration applications and I will pay na will be to me aboa.
Sanity. You me that's it. Me ni abema ni o kan ne sa kromo ha ansa na ubetu kwan aba kro te say UK, Canada, US, New Zealand, any Australia no. Say ukoye dwuma ana ukọ school a was say oye English test bi e tre say ubetumi atro ubetumi akenkan ubetumi readi no ani kenkan na say ubetumi etie atra ase na afa nso no ubetumi aka amana yeyi nti ne amabobo so nyina no ye friend skills a eye bako anan nti ye were reading skills, ye were writing skills, ye were speaking skills, any listening skills. Na sa ade 4 skills a ye win or say unya munimdie a ubetumi akyere ansa na ubetwa na yamao ye de aka document a wo use for your application ansa na edimu eno no hold about 10% of say UK de no application ti say hwehwe mbia the entire application a obeye no consists of 70% 10% I count no English language no. Now, so when meet here no, there is no way your application will be complete. Enti na abane say sa nimdie nkrofo ebisa say kwan ben na mefa so na metumi nsu esua na mede akotro ensohwe no na ma pass. Enti eno na edwumadie ya friend KT consult ed consult for and as a KT educational consult for omotu ho anamo na omoba ko a me ya treni a nyame adomini one of the companies now omo organize exams ni bi no e na eye adwuma enti no nyame adom enimdie bebre a menye free ho na me gidi say se me de ma menuanu a na omo kotra ometumi edi nkonim wo mo enti sa oba KT educational consultant na tre say ye tre sa English eye 4 na nye say odi tu kwan ye tre ma immigration mbia opese okoye B1 for immigration na say indefinite eno nso no yes speaking and listening no eno no eya na obi besie enye din kra ene enyame anim no kra ni enye din nanso no enye din so obi koke ameye faili no ne akase wa ampase nti se ne atie bia no ye wo levels obi enye din ma no obi no eye din ma no se sebi onte brofo kwata kra ye nim kwan a ye befa so a ye be kyerɛw ye be ye wo interview no process ne be ya okwa nsɛmsɛm a ye be bisa a ewo se wo ka no na we gina sa no aka no pepepe na kyerɛ sɛ wedi nkonim wo mu enti ɛno nso wɔ hɔ saa nso na nurses nso a ɔmo tworo so ɔmo abedu krom ha dada na mbia omo amba through the IELTS and I said nursing program no ma bedu ha no na che se o so mo tro either say IELTS no wa ha and I say OET no e wa ha say ne nyina ye English adesua na no so ye wa kwanya wo ha betumi a kire step by step na we hu kwan a wo befa so a wo betra wo betwa e ya na reading speaking and listening no and said anye ade sue bia mom na ba no reading and writing a ye wo kwan a ye fa so a wo ya ubetumi etwa ne correct the time given to you no tin e be a time enro nti no nso ho nti me nua oreku and
okay.
akotene pacho se question bi wo ho nso a ubetumi bisa
me two question no ama atiefo nti se obi ewo question bi obetumi ebisa na sabre de me no ne lawyer ye be fa ye nkrofo questions no consent ebi wo platform no so ebi nso so ewo in text message phone no so Amba obetumi afresh sabre lines they are active either say we be say anything about your rights as a UK consumer when you buy items online either on phone and say on the internet. And also say any other question concerning your immigration nationality. Any Emrabiano, BWF Solicitors, I crowd say, Wabe Boa Ayi Ano Amao. Mekai will say we are live on BWTV, we are live on BW Radio. So Anna, we are live on BWF Solicitors, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, any other. Number here, befriend, 07399 208468 07399 208468 and I will be text at the Abrayan 07956 422 Now, lawyer, me were a few questions. Now I'm saying, be also be not ready. Now, yeah, the amount for Alexo say a dear back or day a let me quickly get to that. Was a live chat. Or say, what are the requirements and link to apply to bring my husband and daughter, which we got married before December 2020 from Germany? Alex will say a question on why I'm with me about Anamamia.
I want to believe, sir, Alex or EU national.
Mm-hmm. Well, one come back also more worried from Germany, so I'm assuming that
and also I mean a date to be also December 2020, which is the relevant date if UK, if EU in the 11 p.m. of the 31st day of December 2020. No, and it's a sign here, so I'm worry before say UK, if EU on the 31st of December 2020 and they're not in the urino was ne family member. Nti sanet here dia especially so mu share and so no worry now mo worry before sa date no dia and there obetumi depend on your no angasa e de wo kroma ha no obetumi aye application say okọ akofa na yere e ma na beka nensa.
Okay.
Obi say then na mehia na me de aye
a link bang
and a link bang we depending on the circumstance no minim ni ono ankasa ewo minim so ono ankasa EU ni so ono ankasa EU ni na okwakofa na yere abadia and the na yere on oba ayeno under EU under EUSS oba EUSS family permit application and say depending on the circumstance ono ankasa so any EU de no ebi and bia okuta settled status. Okuta settled status, but of course, we warren ne from date here or the man
or the further year, but also EU national.
Only EU national hand. So long as EU ni or warren a year before December 2020, dear. Mrano Emma Pine said, Nimpa noa or waha okuta pre-settled or settled, and the EU no EU ni no bet me akofa. The whole camphor no ewo amanone about provided say omu share physically and some omu worry meeting in person room then emrano emma
okay amanone it does not necessarily have to be Ghana, it could be any country outside of the UK.
Outside of the UK dodo ano aya because omu ye Ghana for no abedura yenu but Nigeria for so eyebi all across board if you cry to me yebi wo Israel na there. And it doesn't really matter as long as we are no outside the UK no we EUSS family permit application ama wo yere no a owo amanone no e na beka wonsa links no e bebre so na me boss no wo ye EUSS family permit into ko internet no so a wabo EUSS family permit application bebi a nimpa no ewo no e ho na wo ye application ai den efiako se nimpa no wo Ghana application wo ye no wo Ghana even though betumi atena anywhere in the world on the internet and do it but so was selected say where are you making the application from and the nimpa no wo Germany or select Germany se nimpa no wo Ghana or select Ghana nimpa no because ho na wo kwakobo wonsa ayede ano okay very important
all right
link no say na me boss no wo search EUSS family permit application from baby corona oba no baby about ama wo na we follow na what the
okay Grace Mensah say thanks so very much, you are doing a great job. Rosie Darcy but you share we or say Oraku and Asma. I met a lady when I visited Ghana this April. Unfortunately, I didn't have photos of evidence with her during my visit, but I have decided to go and marry her next April and bring her to the UK. Will this application be successful without evidence of photos on my first visit? Well, she oba call first one no my photo, but person oko no ko ware na ankasa de eba. Nti obetimi I can say well, me share no me ba first one dey me ntwa photo bia nti no me ni bibisa would that
well e bia ono no so we ntwa photo e bia no twa ye ba no on kai mpo say e photo a e relevant.
Oh, okay,
because we twa photo a apart from say camera no a e specific camera we be use no your cameras ni na we be kira date and time.
Okay,
nti me I want to believe say o photos ni bebre date and time ni ho then me photo ni na me say photo we me twa no e da way a of course me photo we me twa no da way nti say photo pen na ye hia dia ka metumi aka say photo we me twa no da no a me share me yere no nti on hwehwe e bia na o twa bi ba ne refi bia no mo de ni phone kura twa bi ba ne re na efi bas so yes na etie na on twa bi kura dia you see man American say you have met the person in person before you marry. Depending on our arrangement, our method na obe yusu ewo Ghana no especially no. You say ordinance marriage and customary marriage. Ordinance marriage na say mu mienu na mu ho and say our na ede ya certify our no. Enene ba ko no green ewo middle no. Sorry for a use no. I say wedding certificate no. A ordinance marriage certificate. And it doesn't have to be say I saw them assembly for no marriage registry no or issues are at the end also. Now the rule is this: you cannot use this, you cannot perform this, or you cannot contract this type of marriage if you have not both been physically present at the marriage ceremony. And it's a mini picture cry. It is conclusive, said the law is obvious. Once I have met the test of the law, let's just say me wo because me ni ho a nke
okay,
that's one. Customary marriage, you know, bebre no aya na ye proxy. Because bia na nipa ntumi nko. But ye nwe say obetumi akọ. Se mokọ na mokọ ware a. Se ne awo ka no e bia me ntwa photo, but I want to believe say we try already na efi. But Imran say, meet before marriage. Wanka how long? Wanka how long? I say meet before marriage. It is a meshia be aware no e baso 12 p.m. 12 noon.
We share no.
We share of course. Oko airport mani be share. Oko do ye ansa mo be ware. Udu ene e try na mo be ware. Ene wo be do ye no be share o. Mo photo. E dia dance say ye the next day in your worry.
Photo now try onya we no.
It might be said no ho ba say you can also ni bi. So ni photo ni bi wo ho dia then of course so or course or worry on in April 2023 or say next year. April 2023 no a okodu a before me ware no we share ni fiancé in person but to evidence we share in person maybe anywhere can actually say photo. but photo no make common sense say we share no ampa. Because how do you tell someone say we share in pano ya bra bibia ni just say we share photo na ye de be kire say we share ye. Nti say photo yi wo ho we share no pa na aware ba so area there. Did you meet before marriage? Yes. Imrano nka how long? One 1 year before or that. But na ya akondo ne say bia mu share ya no kra na mo twempena no ansa mo ba waro kra no na de bia mu share bia na mu twitwa because these days you try photos selfies now there so many times and anyhow and any given opportunity. Nti no you can have a lot. But so when you be a photos twa na eda wo ba waro na eba wa adwum say wo be twa photos ba ko mienu bia we try before marriage. Nti so
conclusive. Okay.
And yeah big deal say the question no me twa photo doesn't mean say mean to me enkoye me mpuna yi ne ho ade na yan ware ana obetumi akwa ne ho ade na ma ware in 2023 April ba wo kwa ye be kan say before wo koye no muntwa photo ba ko bi a wo be di adanse say mu hia ye ansa.
Okay. Mamingfa Daniela de Imra, then I will get my tea. So say or question back home na on fan to Mansani a quiz and also Daniela say Mr. Brana ED and Komo F nuggets no ho ubetime ade wo adult dependent relative ade no abano or say ubisa only bisa about universal credit any limited number of hours or year no ubisa say what about if one is on flexible contract and universal credit and earns a little under 20,000 per year?
Say Imrano say 18,600. Say ukofa bia wukunu we about 18,600. Now this time when ukofa wukunu anasa we ukofa wo mami anasa wo papa anasa wo adult dependent no na aba. When me say we adwuma na say unya 18,600 no a more or less we meet financial threshold no. But because it's an impano yare, now you need more than just the basic financial living resource no. How do you prove success? It can be enough for nipano ne care ne adie. I enquire abai asundie. And what na contentious because Imran say you should have the resource to be able to do that. And it's a resource no enough for how do you prove it say BBC ubetumi aye na emra no beti wase say wo ba na wo say ubeye no ubetumi aye without aban emboa.
Okay. Well, send the can boss so the number no 0739920848 and I'll send the text 0795042278. Lexus, thank you very much. Also so yada say ukoso na utie yen. Now I'm say bia obewo question bakwana me no bia fa to so my na lawyer yano ansana mako me next one so.
Yeah. Obia Mama say, or say, well done, lawyer. You have given me a clue regarding the no date. Yeah, no date. Yo, young koye anywhere. Na o can say marriage certificate to boss when your boss no question be by say na obi diken bisa memre bi say moye married now. E was say on sign fan call ye can is a Ministry of Foreign Affairs no mon kwa endorse and sana with me use so can application ho ana and I say so munya certificate no direct from the council na and sa AM and I say KM and I say there be no makoye or more ordinance no or say and no I'll be to me use now without going to the Foreign Office to and endorse it first. Bacho.
Yo me da se bebre. Yo be a friend of veracity. So I didn't authentic.
Okay.
And a validation of adekodia no udi di adanse say bibi ayeden esino. Now, nienti ayeye no is to give adena okuta a confirmation of marriage no veracity and validation. Okay. Because ayeno kra nka Ministry of Foreign Affairs emfa letter to so say aware we ye no Ghana and say kro we so. No say you no cry nka council no and say assembly Ghana kwaya kana assembly district assembly and say metropolitan assembly and say municipal assembly na wo registration no say nya no kra nka omo ma wo sa letter no to give it veracity and validity.
Okay.
And na wo wie nso a of course court de no so e wo ho. And na say UK no omamu na wo de ba and say US and say whatever the country is no ye wo consular session ejina mu ma Ghana or any other country for that matter no, but we are limiting it to Ghana. So UK, UK High Commission consular ewo ho. Omuso the letter beto so a kire say aware a Ghana ejitum edimu esida omo eye no da we na omo register no da we. Sa enyoma we nyina ye kan bom na ye friend no attestation. Okay. Attesting to the fact that marriage certificate here ekura yenue is valid and verifiable.
Okay. Nti na no sa na ye option say wo beye ana say one ya does this affect your application? Say bia one koye sa verification na would that affect your application in any way?
Well, you see you want to give value.
Okay.
To adekodina wo ye no. Adentina say obi call restaurant so kote aduane dia obi chusu say ne nam no omunya no well done omu kuku ni yie manembene obi pen medium obi pen rare depending on your taste and value how person will add to nutrition no a eko wo mu no nutrition na wa ade ni mu no certificate na certificate but pese obi be ka say ukofa no baby keke. So you are giving it value by going the extra mile to attest to the fact say na wo kano sanete. Then your argument will be that say nye papa nka sankrofo we nyina no omo amfa omo signature anye den ansha here. Is it compulsory? It's not, but it adds weight to nya wo pese we ye no. No obi a per weight meboa. Then I will say go for weight.
Yo, Mr. We time of questions na doors, but I'll just ask once in a bear in quiz never basto. Na ye quiz nen so basto no na me mighty for so nkaya say. December nyame aduma ye be ye major quiz na nkasa I know the prize is a bobo obo me pra me ni britu e bi ni say ye ma plane ticket etwa holiday wo ko Ghana ko posh hotel kra na we twitwa wenum na wasan back I need the other come answer because many Briankas until last one maybe some questions so now young community maybe the question be by say
you now we am say do na person who exact date no nti say we be zoom date no ka say and say we be boss wa na nkofo person mo dey almost start so mo prepare
December quiz no okay December quiz no mema mo clue kakra e wo ho ne say prizes the abet two screen is here but say we share yen program from January up to ene dia ye just go back na king can listen tie we've done quiz almost every Saturday quiz be every Saturday enu bi ka ho and Thursdays and Fridays program so no some of our highlighting topic no so no and so e bi ka ho enti no se wo pese wunya utwa na utwa no correct pa ubetumi akọ no asa etie programs no se woni adagye wo de baby a wo bia no na wo bo na wotie unya 1 minute 3 minutes bia na wo bo na wotie wo yesa ubetumi win prize now enti prizes na de abeto so no yes first prize rade onzumu mami kese kakra me hu figures bi bobo ho enti no yes first prize no o ko holiday Ghana ticket twa ticket amount na cobra free ko twa we no na bra second prize no benya £500 and a third prize no se be chow £200 enti no se we ni so se obeka ye ho abomodia na listen to the program as time goes on especially from now until the December time a quiz ne beba no enti Mr. Munshane nso na me bisa me question last one na afedie yenko I see I got a working visa and now I got a working visa and now in the UK, My sponsor insists I drive before I can continue working. Oh, sorry, no, the DM say, you can't want something. We say, can I, oh, sorry, question be why I say internal man fan into my hand. My wife has indefinitely my wife has indefinitely to live in the UK. She's applying for a citizenship certificate. Do you need any more proof of document to apply for the citizenship certificate? But on the question, no say your trouble no. Sana MC makenkan amaye no. Nti mpacho eno ohia wenya ni indefinite area akoye British citizenship no. Certificate na apply for no. Also san prove no maybe wo ho na say also prove so a document ben no hia so also use no mfa prove mpacho.
Indefinite leave to remain now or one depending on kwan of fast we no. Obiane ne dear, but the standard one say we craft for 1 year after indefinite was given. But depending on the Sebia Nipano and you our requirement so and now Odibenya ya then as I said from the date of marriage, you know, Obiuma unyan indefinite before so be 10 years. And even though we cried for more than 1 year, and maybe 10-year journey no won't try anyway because now we need be answer obe worry and my DBI then amao. Obi suwa na year no a British and as a nukuni a British citizen and also no 1 year rule may not necessarily apply. But on the face of it, nukuta indefinite and the rule associated with it also what shall say apply to. We no Imran say absence. Schedule 6 of the British Nationality Act, you know. Absence. Absence, you know, obi omo oba time bia okọ holiday okwanso okoshemu na waba. Timra no restrict obi to me naturalize ni obi a on to me naturalize based on absence, you know. Into standard ni say 450 days. Even though there are specifics depending on say nimpano Nigeria and say nukuni British citizen. Now, a woman 3 years and I say 2 years. No, so there are different conditions to that. But the standard one is say within 5 years, no, we be here with naturalization application. You know, how many days and now what's now outside the UK? Outside, no, I say should be at least or at most 450 days within 5 years. Until a brosa about hard then I would be prove say. 450 days absence in here. Who took kwan we take it we stamp na we passport mu no and then we be there dance say me kura me two kwan da and I say me two kwan da endorse sa you be work ni nyina out na ye hu dodo no to confirm say umbro 450 within 5 years and now so say within that last year no we be naturalization application no untu kwan ebro 90 days and I say we free UK embro 90 days within the last year no. Then English language. Mrade says to me e kasa wo brofu mu kakra. A obetumi adwetwetwa wo ho. A your friend no English language proficiency assessment no. Wo boso. To kwakoye exams B1. Ukoye exams no wonya up to B1 level no a. Na chese wo demu, na chese wo tumi atnemu a English no enye problem. Enye brofu kasa no. Ena esesa woti krom ha abakwasam so kakra na wotumi ehu bebi a na oman no efi eni bebi a oman no eko nti life in the UK test no eno so ehia wokwakoye eno so ye evidence ni bi eno no ene say wo so what na 5 years up to some point na obey your application then actually say you've been resident for the last 5 years. Inti I no it is be use P60s so we ejuma and I say we are self-employed in so our self-assessment evidence and as I say we nye ejuma so and the letters na de na beba wo nsemu no betumi aka ni nyina bo mi say na me ho and say GP evidence so correct say what you chroma ha GP record betumi use and I say bank statement and I say pay slips inti difference e wo me say depend on document I will be use no aya na e bebre. And that depend on the particular document. I also now just a few. If you use P60, you only need for 5 years.
Right.
But so you use bank statement there, then you need 12 times 5, which is 60.
Wow.
So those are the differences. Otherwise, but you just have to prove, say, 5 years, you've been resident or living in the UK. The start you may now be here, now they prove now why your application.
Sir, wait the time a corner, main fan can a follow-up question. Where be sir, what kind English? Question back would be a pop-up. Me say, one try English, but one way or the other, so indefinite leave to remain. But on try English, baby, meaning point of fast, so I indefinite leave to remain. Na sisi ono so person ko British citizen ni bi nti no tama or ye indefinite na o hia one try English we say ye de onya no still I say o say prove say obey citizen o hia English na or ma me confused or kakra but em say wa boso e na ba kun so say say senior care worker na skill worker for no you so say why a degree on the chromo pen or year verification from the ethics company as a home office for branch now or the proven English proficiency so na say a handsome or year indefinite and also year British citizen na English proficiency no use to the chromo degree na or be year verification wa hano obetumi use enwa e de ayesa British citizen application na as the aspect of the English language,
Yo, now me person we second one no na me call my me no 1 year English and so onya indefinite no there no because this English bit a domain and whilst we are letting the people know we can shed a little light on the
can you say tio say yes go worker route and care worker route our model bakromo ha no either so better IELTS at B1, either general or academic, non-fambra, or parsia non-fambra. Okay, but then say degree while we invest now with degree, you don't need to write the IELTS. No, yet to me you see your degree qualification at the year English aspect but then before they do that you better take your certificate, your transcript, any your letter be from the university at the cultural home office for say a year through actis formerly known as NARIC. The cultural must say adeɛ mmiɛnsa ne pidi ne pɛpun say watro or the brofo ne tro ne English school a we degree level enti yɛnhwɛ saa certificate nhwɛ say esombo to say you one na essay or trona na it is for I can say you and I said there be on verify things on check genuinity na say on the no so account on check the genuinity of their certificate na answer no ma verify who say yes o level a degree is at either level B1 and C1 most of the degree yetenya C1 and I say C2 enti eba ni sana on tro B1 na or the I apply for the skill worker route and I send the care worker route and health and social worker route. Into when you no bisa say abani say okoye British passport when you indefinite okoye ni British citizenship sorry. Osia osan ehia say onko tro B1 ni biom na onfa nkoye sorry onfa nkoye British citizen application na I don't know.
Let me tell my say. Okay. Anyway, so the long and short me say, nipa we ekuta actors. Because mind you, most of the time, depending on ayakra C1 or higher than B1 and B2 no. You say ekuta actors no we use to application before to me use as a replacement of the English proficiency now and kind of say we for this particular way, some they will allow that because you have proven that. Now, so we work degree in UK hard so there, and they are now straightforward. And also we use degree certificate, at the actual and the flexibilities, homa sa in impa way. Now back to yenya noa or say or indefinite leave, but time no now or English requirement anyhow, and it's right. Obi omo okuta indefinite by a settled status. You there they don't ask you to do English. Indefinite ni bi no 1 year way. Obi so mo indefinite long ago. But person by citizenship into on board die. 1 year Saturn 1 year English. I feel na all baba year citizenship. Imrane say we year so we indefinite no. We year English nibi. And I would year na year successful there. We betumi use ni biem.
Okay.
Now why when you use English, and a year successful there, that means you have to do the English now.
Okay.
Into okay. English, now I life in the UK, but near assumption I make our sa and one say. So nipa no ni age 65 plus there is exemption for English and life in the UK. No, sa nipa so wo disability are affecting ability to write the exam, prepare and write the exams, and that's why I and because of sad disability no dear and the which may you sue that on medical grounds to seek exemption. So exemption is two: medical exemption and age exemption. Age exemption you can prove it by your passport date of birth in a woman, but with medical exemption you need independent doctor, which is your GP, to confirm say we yare and as a medical condition and as a disability, it prevents you from sitting, preparing, and doing the exam and passing, and therefore you should be exempted. Home office for a former, as I said, doctor no a complete not certified. Now ordinary report account as evidence say you are exempted.
Sir, you made us lawyer in time now, so make us and yes, I met you time now.
Unfortunately, I cut 2 minutes, no more BW radio, so not I cut it off because it will be going over to pick up the news from Ghana. And more radio, so no, if it cuts off, sorry about that. Next time we're very conscious about the time. But young call now young coffee and quiz no Emra. I've got some voice notes here, I've got some text messages there. We can say there no ebesha fridge munafe yade abram because we've run out of time. Evid, Ghana ni wenya 83 years. Our mobility issues on me and nanti year was didn't see who nominate idea and I feel our long-term disability. Now Evid ne baba afi British citizen out UK. Afi beso kofa ne maame Evid na afi or no betna UK ha. Which of the following must Evid meet? Shannon you Evid and you afi. Evid ni maame na wenya 83 years no. Ena ne ba afi ena eti UK ha opese okofa ne maame edeno eba. Which of the following must Evid meet before her application is likely to succeed? 1. Medical evidence that because of medical conditions she cannot perform everyday tasks. 2. That Afi is a British citizen and that Afi is 83 years old. That Afi is 83 years old, and number 3. That Afi is a British citizen, number 2. And number 1, a medical evidence that because of medical conditions, she cannot perform everyday tasks. And see, Mami Hemo answers, I'm saying, who say I started a bachat no so Daniela Chaymensa say A and answer number 1. Okay, thank you very much. That was so Alex say number 1. Okay, over from so they keep coming. Okay, you were Emily Latoya A, which is number 1. Gloria Asante say A, and also so me were about a minute or so. Rebecca Amwakon A number 1. And keep yours coming. Alexa say once I send the text a day Abrayan what text message line also or say A number 1. Rebecca Asante is also saying can we have Rebecca's answer? Okay, number 1. Rebecca say number 1. The next one, which is Dauda Sari. Dauda Sari say number 1. Well, number 1 seems to be very popular amongst all the answers that are coming. Yemfa about 2 or 3. Na yemfa so Tilly Duma Tilly to say Tilly Duma say number 1. The next one we or the lotto and some and now well, over to send the text 0795042278. Okay, so Evid is a Ghanaian aged 83. She has mobility issues and long-term disability. Only daughter Afi is a British citizen who lives in the UK. Afi wants to bring her mother Evid to live with her in the UK. Which of the following must Evid meet before her application is likely to succeed? One, medical evidence that because of medical conditions she cannot perform everyday tasks. Number two, that Afi is a British citizen. And number three, that Afi is 83 years. Well, me and me number three because it's evident that we're 83 years. Well, lawyer, what's your answer?
You senior yabo boss no Mrano naturally say your application visa is not just as simple as that. It's very rigorous and has very high threshold. So you cannot just put comments or your statement on paper and just present say me mama and say me papa or yare we nyini to me here necessary or every day. And case law supports that. You need verifiable and independent evidence from a medical doctor and as a health professional which may confirm say sa ena etie sa na etie dia and the because medical evidence that because of the medical conditions the person cannot perform everyday tasks. So it's not just about the age but the fact that the age and the medical condition associated has prevented him or her from performing everyday tasks. And the case law to support that is the case of Rebelli versus Entry Clearance Officer, where a South Africa issue. And the case was decided in 2018. And again supported by another case in 2017, case of Brexit versus Secretary of State for Home Department. And here can say, case law no, now I'll conclude say, oh yeah, adult dependent application. It's not just what you say, but the fact that there is independent medical evidence over a period of time. I will claim say impano into me and yes to support that. So our answer is number one.
Hooray! Number one by and as a lawyer has given the explanation, there's a case law. It me ekfa and the Rebelli versus Entry Clearance Officer Pretoria case 2018. Lawyer, EWC in
so E is England and W is Wales. England and Wales share the same common law jurisdiction.
Oh, so that will be a court of appeal thing.
So yeah, and this is court of appeal. So it went to court of appeal, civil division, and volume 611. And so we should share a report. This was reported in volume 611, 2018, in England and Wales court of appeal civil law.
Okay. All right. Well, Senia Etienne, we're coming to the end of the program. It's been very exciting, very full of information. More questions, concerns, not your address, CB. Unfortunately, we couldn't do all of them, but whatever it is, it's a time and tide waits for no man, and we can never be exceptions to this general rule. Bolex D, more na madarima, more my yang atari, share my yang fepa. So OPBA, Obitia phrase 07956. 336120 07956336120. Now, nama yeti ebo yem quiz na yede ebrewo starting from the very first day, in fact the very first day of December 2022. Na the tiene say ye beye yem quiz se ne ya na ye no afibia ne beye yem annual quiz no, and this year the first prize is 2 weeks paid holiday to Ghana. Remember, flight, any accommodation for 2 weeks. Oh, prize, I don't know. So we'll do first. Starting from 1st of December, every Thursday until Friday, the 23rd of December 2022. The also, second prize, 500 cities. 500 pounds cash. 500 pounds cash. And a third prize, a year, 200 pounds cash. Now, Mobakaya, last year, Eunice be a winning prize, and I want to show you when he came over to pick up his prize. It will be BWF Solicitors. I say, Alex will say, 12th of March 2020. When I winning the last quiz we did. Congratulations. And so also so say you feature on your child to say participate in the quiz starting every Thursday on the Legal Hour program, from the 1st of December to the 23rd, of December 2022. Now, be 2 weeks paid holiday to Ghana. And I think so we winning £500 cash and £300 cash plus other consolation prizes. Follow us on all our social media.
Paid with accommodation.
Yes. Flights and accommodation. Okay, thank you. So follow our social media handles here at BWF Solicitors, live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and our face also LinkedIn. And our face also for BWF Solicitors. I'll be to your friend 077-127-61884 and 0208-493-7340. Lawyer, quickly, Edeng and Udi a Jayana Fe Yemfa and sorry, Auntie Obosuya, then na quickly na so Edinka na Yapon.
Yo, it's a financial phone, and so yada Obibiara said the way to Abua na Jumedi Aba Ewi. And as I say, no of hen rights and not there in that Yama with the young day, a young fire towards na ye use your friend and consumers. No. Tituru yana ye consumers ewo UK. Nende adna yesi anu na ye share consumer protection laws na ewo UK ebo consumers ho eban efi nkrofo a wodi wo ye kana na ene nyoma wo fanyama kwan do wodi sisi individuals no. Obi o moboto adebo wie ni na afi de adeno kra onya adeno amba obeba no asai obeba no ye papa na nyoma ye besa na we lusu sika na de ohwehwe nimpa no hu. Emra na say because they are consumers, you are protected, your rights are intact. Rights ni being there, say ito national za eternal as a sawajina, say turn wo phone do, say turn wo internet do, ebotum afra one na akacho de impe adinibium. Another boko internet do na akwa click cancel, na chede a cancel adeno. Until wo cancellation rights within 14 days. Damaso ofiwa ebotum akacha one day a power refund o send adeno nya papa obe no nya papa into a power refund ebo post per come on now with whisker amount back into the account na you see editor adeno if you want so it will right there say impo adeno obe no epe nso mo obe no nya papa botum we replacing another was sana amount second one farm on no mo obama was for like for like. And in terms there, what the Adzenobabra will fear, I no delivery no. My air sharing there, company na tower no one will be delivered, then want to say, or kafa agent to do another courier service be do. Na Adzeno or you, another one bazaar. Company into me there, confirm be delivered. Only company no you now see there, overshare there Adzeno, Wasan or Zabro beam. So when to my young damaza or the others come out, na it kotobi or baby for. And in terms of default delivery there, it had now within 30 days no they would deliver adena bro. Unless there be a one I should there a per adzeno in term another a per adzeno later. Yadamiza or there 30 days no unsa kawazi until some panel tentem another pada or bachariza in there 30 days no baba. Yadamiza or there you want to share Nansa see Juma there or the baba later. Another was the baba before 30 days. And now, yes, share into BB at there, ato adze na adzeno ezeroko, but whether all right or whether botum the alcohol, a bit today it's ban, a bit today a drew, a bit today nyama pants in it adza, yadi share yahu direct, no, aya or Sunday health and safety nunti, and yama bebre, aya botum we create a problem, entire. One gin to me there, out to the band, nursing pet, another back, another out to drew nursing pet, another back, another actor, those body items, no essay, impet, bit to say, pants, body brazier, and other things, and as a vest ni other things no e dey ko back a companies ni bi today sa egbe adono do na e use there on ntumi de e baba back na mbom se adono imbre do na label another seal no won break ni za botum e dey akọ ema ayeye ba ni nyina mu no so ye zibanza they don't expect the botum that is akọ bebre no advice wo mi de saroto adze na ye sure the internet na another baby aroton no or ye genuine use credit card na photo or send there section 75 of Consumer Credit Act no aya o protect to if you nkrofo a what nton adze wo online na wo pede wadi bu nkrofo nti what ton wo pe na wa close website no ehwehwe wona inya one nti try there be use credit card na the actor or send a credit card no company na credit card no ya ne de no obe chase company na on koroton adama no so we huni da with those kabama we send it you are protected under the law inti ende za yedze bro ewiabre na ye no abobodi join here biom the sende na yensuaze enko yedawase
we go to now.
Oye, Fantakasa di oye sita into manka abra mention English language krumpu. Teacher Atuna, ama menua jima feminana. Anofeng. Oye, manso makama day, tamen Kenya me, ngomi na Kenya nebina waka BWF Solicitors, community and the law, eva hanyen. Ne wo, ninya bo watu, ninya nanoni yane, wako, agbene weke balake, ota no kase brofo. Ni ake floor he ke brofo na ake floor here try ke English as your second language oba nyoba ni na ma wabo na kangbe allo yang ma B1 ke ha immigration allo B1 po ke ha o skill application skill state migrant application man ma wabo ye no hu gbe ke je no ko ne fill application shekule o na gbe no ba chon ni ofe ne ka application no hu gbe ye ni man kwemi mahabwalo noko ni wobanye po woka ha BWF Solicitors ke balake immigration application twanke ni bi komeye ni wonyo wo wa ye ne KT education consult bi wonyo wo wa ko ni won ha community ni bi ni gba wona ina chamo wo nye fenye yiradon akenye bo wotu ni kenye hogba ya she nwe kumele ho nkenye ba akpe nye yiradon oreku bachemewi
Well. So that brings us to the point where we say thank you to you and our goodbyes. It's been a wonderful couple of hours for us, and we're so delighted that we are able to come your way with such a wonderful program. Same time next week, which is the community and the law. And I want to remind you, sir, from the 1st of December 2022 until the Friday, the 23rd of December 2022. The December quiz, BWF Solicitors and a day, bro. You stand a chance of winning the first prize, which is 2 weeks paid holiday in Ghana, flights and accommodation. Second prize, cash of £500, and the third prize, a cash of £200. Follow us on our social media platforms and all the other bits. No? And I think the Ghana Society is organizing the annual Kente Festival Dinner and Dance Saturday Luton. Inti the community of the law na koho ako celebrate Kente, which is part of our beautiful culture. If I'm a reku frame pon na medewu sie na me kamfo ede amount say if you want the best in legal services here in the UK, we're going to BWF Solicitors 214-218 Tottenham High Road, no so 7 Sisters, North London. Sounds so and make us between a fair one was 0208 493 7340 0208 493-7340 and that's 077-127-61884. It's been good. It's been wonderful. I wish you a very prosperous week, and until same time next week, it's bye from me.
Everybody say, ah. Say, oh, oh. Say, how can I express
my gratitude
for all the many things
you've done for me?
Words are not enough, yeah.
Enough to say thank you.
Say, Lord, you are my everything.
You're my everything.
How can I express my